Welcome to the harbor and aboard this classic 43-foot 1988 Albin. This is the double cabin model, and this is the upgraded model. We'll talk about that a little bit later, but as we like to do, we're going to get a good look from top to bottom when the boats are in the yard. That's my favorite way to see them. This boat just recently has been bottom painted. Beautiful bright blue color. She came up from the Keys. When people call a boat an upgraded model, they're typically highlighting one of two things. First would be factory refinements. Later boats in the production run sometimes included nicer interior finishes, small layout improvements, or better overall build quality compared to earlier versions. The other is owner refits and modern upgrades. In practice, upgraded most often refers to extensive updates by previous owners. I think with the boat at hand, we were talking about factory refinements. Exactly what those were, I'm not sure. Island Drifter, formerly out of Nantucket. Here we've got a nice dinghy bracket here. Really cool boat. I'm more familiar with the smaller Albins, so very excited to get onto this. Something a little bit bigger. Got to look at the running gear, all shined up, ready for some prop speed or bottom paint. What do you prefer to paint your running gear with? Before prop speed was a thing, I actually had some boat yard owners that preferred nothing. No bottom paint because it just gummed it up eventually and had to be all scraped and ground down. And then you start messing with the props when you're grinding. And so they would literally just leave them clean and make the diver earn his keep. But we do have prop speed now. So is prop speed king or bottom paint? Now we do have access to port and starboard here through the gates on the handrail. Access to the cabin to starboard, but we'll make our way forward first. She does have teak decks, and need to get some of these screws covered. So those covers or plugs are called bungs, and yeah, it's the first thing that starts to pop up, and then the caulking starts to split, the decks start to raise, and you end up with some leaks. So those are very simple to plug, but whether or not the boat is leaking underneath is to be seen. It definitely looks like there needs to be some work done. At least have the caulking peeled out and recalked, reset. A lot of work. These boats are beautiful with these teak decks, but they are a lot of maintenance. Definitely has a lot of teak decking. Brand new Lewmar Tigris windlass. Cap rail is being covered, or the handrail is. The cap rail needs to be varnished, but I don't know about under here. If we can get a peek at it somewhere, it's pretty well zip tied down. Maybe they just had that revarnished. As you can see, the varnish is all peeling up here, and if it was my boat, I would prefer to just strip this varnish off and let it naturally weather and get gray, and then you don't have to worry about stripping it and revarnishing it every couple of years. This wood trim has already been painted. She's, like I said, she's been spending winters in the Keys, and the Keys can be unkind to your boat. That bright sunshine, just as bright as down here, I guess, in Southwest Florida, but kept undercover all through the summer anyway. That is a huge benefit. Best thing you can do to a boat, keep them under cover. Yeah, the door doesn't look as bad with the varnish. Here we go. Yeah, okay, we can see there. Varnish on the handrails appears to be in decent shape. This is a double cabin, so plenty of room. And yeah, we'll try to get a look at these windows. They've been caulked here. We'll see if we see any leakage going on, but let's hop into the bridge here to port. We've got an access with these two little steps. She's set up for summer, obviously. Everything stowed away. Get that mast up, get everything put back, and you'd have a nice little cabin top here deck to kind of sit back and relax, and a very large bridge to do the same. Plenty of space here to have a table. Nice comfortable seating here. The plexi window here is missing. I'm not sure if she has any isinglass, but canvas appears to be in decent condition. And we've got our analog gauges being well covered. Ford Lemans diesels. We'll take a look at that here in a little while. But we've got storage for lines and access to your life jackets, and the easy access to work on the electronics if the wiring needs some maintenance. And we got 3 teak steps back down onto the cabin top, and then 2 little side steps. All right, here we go into the salon. We do have access at the helm as well. Nice to let in a lot of breeze. Very bright, open. Got these curtains that are really actually super simple. Everything just slides wide open and easily able to let in a lot of natural light. And I do notice some leak damage here. Whether or not that's been addressed and the leak stopped or not, I don't know, because we are inside and it's dry currently, so we're under cover, I should say. But yeah, she's got some spots there. But beautiful, beautiful woodwork. There's another spot. And it needs some work. The woodwork needs a little bit of work. Hopefully she's dry though. Teak and holly sole. And it's a lot of wood in here. Really nice. They don't do it like this anymore. This is from the 80s. Albin's got such a great name. Beautiful lines. And yeah, here we are at the helm. I mean, just look at this wood. A little bit more wood damage as well. If you're a finish carpenter, this might be right up your alley. We've got all of our instrumentation, Morse marine engine controls. We've got a Garmin here. Let's head down into the galley first. It is a U-shaped galley. Galley down, of course. 3-burner propane top. Magic Chef fridge. Double stainless wash basin. Ample storage all around. Look at this woodwork though. Man, I just love it. Louvered doors. Here we got our electrical panel, our DC breakers and AC breakers. And here we have our head with a shower. So yeah, we've got a wet head here. Access as well to the back of the helm. Very nice. Everything looks to be nice and orderly, easily accessed. And I think under here, yeah, we're gonna get a sneak peek right now at those Lemans. Very nice. That folds all the way up and out of the way. And there we go. Sneak peek because it's dark, but we're gonna pull the hatches here in a minute. Looking right at that generator. Nice to have a quick access point where you don't have to tear up the floorboards. Now into the V-berth, and I did find all the isinglass and seat cushions appear to be in good shape, especially these seat cushions. Really good condition. Wood everywhere. There's no carpet in here. No fiberglass. Like I said, but if you're a wood guy, man, you could really probably get a deal and make this thing nice and dry once again. Get all this wood taken care of. This is just peeling off. It's a veneer. But that's what you're gonna get with some of these older trawlers, guys. You're gonna have some work to be done. 1, 2, 3 steps back up. Nice little space here with a ice maker. Plenty of storage. Love this seat here. Nice big futon. Can fold out, sleep 2 more. Comfortably can definitely take the whole family out here. And into the master. Really nice spot here, man. Look at this. Windows, you can look straight out. This is the best spot on the boat right here, this master. Very open, bright, airy. Again, with the louvered doors for storage. And an ensuite with a full tub. It's a nice deep tub. Electric Jabsco head. Integrated fiberglass wash basin. Nice. Here we got another access point to the engine room as well under these steps. So let's take a look at those engines. Okay, just got one of the boards up. There she is. Fire truck red, Ford Lemans. Naturally aspirated, no turbos, no aftercoolers, nothing like that to worry about. 2,800 hours approximately. At 9 knots, roughly 2,000 RPMs, they'll burn approximately 4.5 gallons an hour total. Quick continual walkthrough on this 43 Albin, 1988. This double cabin has an LOA of 43 feet, beam 14 feet 6 inches, and a max draft of 4 feet. Her fuel tank holds 600 gallons, fresh water 200 gallons, with a 40-gallon holding tank. Well guys, there you have it, a quick tour of this classic trawler. To be expected, she does have some wood damage, but if you're a handyman, you might be able to take care of that yourself. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Would you ever get into an older trawler like this? Thanks for watching. We'll see y'all next time in the harbor.